This is why maybe I'm so low on Caleb Banks.
Yeah.
From Florida.
Yeah.
If you watch Washington, McDonald, all those other guys, man, they know how to play their position. Caleb Banks got a pocket full of athleticism, Brian.
He sure does.
Both pockets full.
Yeah.
If he got back pockets, got 4 pockets full, Brian. Mm-hmm. Sometimes they'll stand him up and rush him for what.
Yeah, crazy. Yeah.
I know he's strong as hell. He's another injured guy. Didn't have film from this year.
He has a foot problem that he dealt with the majority of the season. Yeah.
Yeah. So I watched last year's film on him. Ole Miss, LSU, Bama, whatever. Brian, some team is gonna fall in love with the athleticism.
Oh sure.
Because he's super athletic, Brian.
Mm-hmm.
He's big enough to be a 1-tech. He's probably gonna be a 3, because of his athleticism. But very raw. He got great feet and great quickness though.
Yeah.
But he don't know how to play football.
That's true.
He's not finding the ball carriers. He's not using hand technique. You don't always see him stacking up. You might see him run over somebody because he's strong.
Right.
But he's not stacking properly. Brian, sometimes his gap integrity is weird. Sometimes they'll loop him and the loop isn't tight. No. He's running wide and stuff like that. And that can result in plays running right in that gap that you ran past, right? He runs down the middle of people, Brian. Mm-hmm. There's a thin line. I was texting John only about whatever. There's a thin line between bull rushing and running down the middle of people. Yeah. It's a thin line. A real thin line. He on bull rush, Brian. Yeah. He runs down the middle of people. In a way of bull rush is maybe you can set up and then bull, or maybe you just come off the ball and bull. He's like I'm throwing my shoulder into you and I'm just running down the middle. Yeah. You're not gonna win that much like that, especially when you get to the league and guys are as big as you and they're as powerful as you. Mm-hmm. He's super athletic though, so maybe he can win with that. But Brian, I'm just seeing a dude that just doesn't know how to play D line. When all these other guys know all the super techniques of D line.
I think he got.
If somebody double teaming him, Brian, he's just gonna fly backwards. He's strong enough to beat the double team, I bet. But he doesn't know how to get the leverage. He's so high. He stands up so tall.
That's the problem. That's the biggest problem with this.
Bring him down, Brian.
Yeah,
what you think about it?
I mean, everything you're saying is what the tape shows. I mean, this guy, he usually uses his power in order to make things happen, and you could see him throw blockers aside. When this guy wants to play, he is a hard guy to deal with.
For sure.
The thing is, you don't see him always. The motor could be really, really good for the player. It's 6'6", 325 pounds. I mean, he is a load inside. But there's those times where you see him, like VOCH was talking about, where he gets knocked aside. He plays too tall. He takes guys down the middle. He's, there's more to him where you're like going, gosh, dang, this guy's got a chance. If he were just to play with a little bit better technique. Yep. Just a little bit better technique. And because he's got the power, he's, he won't quit. He won't quit on a play when he wants to play. You could see him at times. It's like he has to kind of recharge himself to go make a play.
Some breaths
and then he gets him going. So I think there's when he plays tall and he gets knocked off the path. He's ended up on the ground a couple of times and watching him in some of these games. And I was like going, gosh, dang, come on, man. You're 325 pounds. You shouldn't be getting knocked around like this. Yeah. The foot stuff, it required surgery. So we need to check that out. I worry about a man with this size with a foot problem. Yeah. So keep an eye on that. This guy did transfer from Louisville, by the way, and he will be 24 years old at the start of the 2026 NFL season.
Brian, what do you say about these players that go to big schools and got all these good coaches and all this money that they spend on them, but they don't develop the technique, or they've been playing for so long?
Yeah,
like you've been playing football your whole life and you still haven't developed technique. I'm of the mindset that if you haven't learned it at this point, I don't see
it's gonna be hard to coach you up.
I don't know how you're gonna learn it later. Yeah. How you gonna learn it later? And you haven't learned it all. Like, what's gonna change to make you learn it in the NFL that you don't know it now?
Yeah, that's a great point, because you're right. I mean, him going to Florida, You would think that maybe his technique would improve. We've seen players. I mean, we've seen players on the Florida defense. You know, that yes, they did move on from their coaches this year, but man, it's a little concerning when you see a guy sometimes do it.
Yeah.
You know, now watch him get in the NFL and tear it up. But right now, I think there's more questions about him playing like down after down after down than there are, like there's some of these guys, like I say, with McDonald, you see him playing down after down after down. With Banks, it's more inconsistent.
I currently have a late 2 on him, Brian, and I'm only holding out hope for you can't beat that athleticism for that side.
Oh no, you're not wrong about that.
You know what I'm saying?
You're not wrong.
And just what you said, man, he gonna go to the league and go crazy out there in the league.
Yeah.
I'm holding out hope that somebody can, harness some of that. But Brian, I don't like tackles that don't know how to play tackles.
Yeah, I got him as a 3. And so his grade for me would be, as we talk about a Cowboy system, would be probably in the 1-3-2, 1-3-3, kind of the top of the third round. I just have to see some of the guys around him and who I would like a little bit better there.
That's fair. He's a 1-2-9 for me. So we about right there.
Yeah.
I just got him in the 2s.
Hey man, you're betting on the.
I'm betting on traits.
On the traits.
I'm betting on traits.
That's fair.
But you take trait guys in day 3.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's fair.
That's what you taught me.